covet for the shul, for myself. First of all, it's a covet to have Yussie and the Josephine family part of our chevra, part of our lives. You guys know more than me how special the Josephines are. So to me, that's enough of a covet in and of itself. Coupled with the fact that Hashem one of people that are dedicated to Kehal Yisrael, to be able to talk about Yussie's father, Hashem in his own right, the person that was also dedicated to the Jewish people. You know, in this is Parsha, so we have the juxtaposition, this dichotomy between the Moshe Rabbeinu and Bilam. Chazal even say such a thing. Pasuk says regarding Moshe Rabbeinu, like Kam Moshe, that no one's ever going to be as great as Moshe Rabbeinu in Nevuah. So Chazal say a shocking statement: "B'lumas Olam, that the Kehal Yisrael like Kam, B'lumas Olam Kam." Kehal Yisrael is never going to be someone like a Moshe Rabbeinu. By the nations of the world, there was a parallel. There's always a parallel between Kedusha and the other side, and the anti-Moshe was Bilam. And so you see such a thing that Bilam says, Yedei Das Elyon, he says about himself that he knew what's going on in the higher world, just like Moshe Rabbeinu. And so Moshe Rabbeinu has the highest level of Nevuah, and Bilam, on some levels, also has the highest level of Nevuah. What's the chiluk between the two of them? So in Hasagas and Yediyas and knowing what's going on, Chazal equate them. What's the essential difference? Why is Moshe Rabbeinu Kodesh HaKodshim? And why is Bilam the opposite of the Kodesh HaKodshim? So you know there's a call from the Baal Tanya, he writes this in Tanya in many places as well. It's all this Svarim Kodesh. It goes back to the Zuchamagid, goes back to Rizal already. That the essential midah that a person has to have, a person can have all the hasagas and all the moichin and all the madregas, but ultimately the essential dividing line between whether all those madregas and all those hasagas are on the side of Kedusha and Moshe Rabbeinu Dik, or whether they're on the side of Tumah and the Bilam Dik, is whether the person is about themselves or about others. That's ultimately that in of bittul. Moshe Rabbeinu says about himself and about his brother Aaron, V'anachnu ma, that we're nothing. Not much nothing. If you ask Moshe Rabbeinu, who are you? Moshe Rabbeinu wouldn't even understand the question. There's a question, who am I? The question is, there's a nice, I mentioned it all the time, there's a nice to say with Baal Tanya that a Yid once came to him, the whole peckle of tzaras, everything was going wrong in life. He's come to the Rebbe for a bracha. So Baal Tanya said to me, he said, so you spent the last 10 minutes telling me what you need, but you haven't yet told me what you're needed for. And that's the difference between someone that's a Moshe Rabbeinu Yid, someone that doesn't even understand the question of who are you. The question to that person is, what am I needed for? What could I do? What's missing in the world without me? What am I here to accomplish? That level of selflessness and absolute bittul, that's completely dedicated to the klal and to others. That's the vessel within which all madregas are on the side of Kedusha. Bilam, on the other hand, the question was never what you're needed for. The question is, who am I and what do I get out of the situation? Even when the Rabbinical Shalom says, this mission that you're on is not a mission that I'm interested in you going on. But the more money you got, the more covet you got, the more you wanted it to be. Because it wasn't about the mission that the Rabbinical Shalom wants, it's about what I get out of it. And this mission of going to Kehal Yisrael, I get a lot out of it. So the whole inyan of Bilam is the opposite of Moshe Rabbeinu. That's the definition of Kedusha, the siman of Kedusha, the telltale sign of Kedusha, is that level of bittul. I'll tell you the truth. I mean, I've only been in the neighborhood for a few years, and I know the Josephis for a few years. But there are no words to say, there are no words that I know of to capture the level of bittul and just the level of dedication that Yussie has, that his children have, that his Rebbitzin has, not just for their family. That every Papa Bear wants to take care of his kids. That's not a chiddush. And it's not even such a big chiddush that he wants to take care of the shul that he's a part of. It's a big madrega. We have many people in the world that take care of that. But by Yussie and by the whole mishpacha, it's not about themselves, that's for sure not. It's not even about their immediate family. It's not even about their Kehal or their Chaver. It's about Kehal Yisrael. And there's no try to have a conversation with any Josephi about like you. It's never about they don't even understand the word I. It's not even part of their vocabulary. They get uncomfortable when you even talk about them. I can tell they're like they're fidgety in their chairs. They're uncomfortable right now, right? Because they don't like what you're talking about. Because the question is not what do they want. The question is what are they needed for. That's the only question that they understand. Now, such a thing doesn't come out of nowhere. I mean, the stories that I've heard about Yussie's father, the stories I've heard about the whole family, and just the absolute mysterious nefesh and dedication, and whatever it takes. If Kehal Yisrael needs me to be over there, I'll be over there. If Kehal Yisrael needs me to be over there, I'll be over there. If they need me to be in both places at the same time, I'll figure it out. That's who they are, and that's where it comes from. So again, coming together for as soon as yard side to be makasher ourselves to the neshama of Rav Josephi, and we always talk about it. It's an aliyah for the tzaddik, for the Rav.